Hi everyone, it's me back with BeckRobbins.com and welcome to today's happiness tip. Today we're talking about the silent killer. The silent killer of all things good, of all of our dreams, of all of our visions, the killer of our relationships, and the killer of our physical body. And what I'm talking about is stress. Now, stress is also known as fear. It's a fear response, right? So we know that this stress fear response has highly destructive effects on our physical body because it releases this cortisol into our system that makes our composition really acidic, and that is destructive to our cells. But it's also highly detrimental in terms of our psychology. When we're in a fear or a stress response, we become highly reactive and we start to do and say things that are habitual and that are coping mechanisms that often have detrimental effects in our lives, like sabotage or hurtful, destructive things that get in the way of what we want to create. So that's why I really wanted to talk about stress today, about this fear response today, and understanding really what is causing this so that we can eliminate the cause of stress. And it's important that we understand how to manage stress and fear when it arises because we can't totally eliminate it from our wiring. Stress is there to actually protect us in the event that something really does physically threaten us. It's when we're not threatened and it comes up that it's causing all these health side effects and life side effects. So we need to really look at, well, where is it coming from? If nothing's threatening our life, then what is causing it? And there's a few things that I want to talk about here. The first one that I want to talk about is notice that when we are in a state of fear or stress, that it's usually caused by the advent of a highly negative emotional state. We are under some kind of pressure, we are grieving, we are angry, we are in some kind of pain. And this pain actually triggers a fear response or a stress response in the brain. And so we want to take a look at these negative emotions as the cause and go even deeper and go, well, what's causing the negative emotions? So this is what it all boils down to, right here, what I'm about to say. One thing and one thing only causes our emotional state, and that is our thoughts. Okay? What we are thinking is always responsible for what we are feeling. Not what's happening around us, but what we are thinking about what's happening around us. And our thoughts are born through a filter called our belief system. So if we look at it that way, it's really our belief system that's causing the fear stress response, that's causing all the destruction in our lives. So what do we do about it? Well, we can go all the way back down and figure out what components of our belief system are causing us to react in these negative emotional states. And what I call that part of an emotional wellness approach to life. When we focus on emotional wellness in our lives as a whole, not only do we understand what causes us to feel in certain ways, but we also learn how to process those emotions when they occur so we can help move them out of our system and we're not holding on to them, okay? Because we will experience negative emotions. We will. We can't manage all of our 60,000 thoughts a day. But when we do have a negative thought that causes a negative emotion, we need to know what to do with that negative emotion so we can move it out and so it stops triggering this fear and stress response in our brain. So if you would like to learn more about emotional wellness as a whole, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel below. There should be a button right under the screen. And if you haven't already joined my Facebook community, I'm always posting on there tips and tools and techniques and opportunities to help you really cultivate this state of emotional wellness that includes some of the things I talked about today. So there's also a link below for you to click over and join me there, and I look forward to seeing you there in that community, and I will also see you at the next happiness tip. Thanks for watching.